Sorry about that. Hello YouTube, this is Ray, Smoking Kentucky Piper here. You guys are being safe. Oh. Today I am smoking the Smoking Pipe's 20th anniversary flake, the light, in this 7 Alley Church Warden, which was a gift, and thank you again. Sorry about the helmet, but I just try to add a little levity to the current serious situation. I do hope you're being safe out there. Trying to limit, there's already, stay-at-home, limits in place. Luckily, I work from home, so it's not a big deal for me. It's just another day for me. I prefer to stay at home anyway. Before this all started, my wife and I started taking advantage of Walmart's pickup service. Essentially, you just go online, order what you'd normally get, set up a time to pick it up. And when you get there, they give you usually an hour slot. Get there in your slot, you call them, say, hey, I'm here, they bring it out to you. Pretty straightforward, pretty easy. And then a few weeks ago, it started getting more complicated. Time slots became less and less available. And they started running out of items that we would order. You have the option of letting them do substitutions, which sometimes is good. They try to give you at least the value or greater of what you ordered. For instance, if you order a 2-liter of Walmart's brand of cola, and they run out, they'll substitute with Coke. But we found that there were so many things that they kept running out of, and things they wouldn't have a substitution for, that the last time we ordered, we couldn't get a normal morning time slot, which is what we try for. It's just easier to get in and out that time. It was an afternoon time slot, a late afternoon for the next day. Well, late that evening, I started getting notifications, this isn't available, this isn't available, this isn't available. And it wasn't offering any type of substitution for those items. So that when morning rolled around, there was already about 15 items they didn't have. And it was most of our list. So we went ahead and we canceled. We just said, well, if I'm going to have to go into, local grocery store for these items anyway, I may as well just go ahead and get everything there. Because it's about a 30-minute trip one way to the Walmart. Well, that day I went into the grocery and they had everything that we were looking for. They didn't have quite the selection they would normally have of many items, but pretty much everything on the list they had. And I was surprised. Went down the paper aisle, and although we really didn't need anything, I just wanted to see if they had anything. And they did. They had paper towels, they had toilet paper. Once again, not stocked as well as they normally would, but they had signs up, limit to per customer. We didn't need any, so I didn't want to add to the shortage problem, so I skipped it. And I said, well, obviously whatever problems they've had is over. That was 2 weeks ago. Went in this week. No, everything's gone. Shelves were bare, hardly anything to choose from, no paper items at all. But I'm sure you're all familiar with this. It's happening everywhere. I'm sure you've seen it. How are you guys doing? Are you finding everything you need? Are you staying safe out there? It's kind of a bad time right now for a lot of things. We were really limited on Dad's funeral as to how many people could be there. And it was just essentially it turns into being a private service is all it is. The day that we had planned everything, we found out from the florist that they weren't getting shipments of flowers. They ran out of flowers doing Dad's wreath. And then the day of the funeral, the Kentucky governor basically had a moratorium on non-essential businesses closing that day. So at 8 p.m., florists were one of the ones considered non-essential, so they were closed. So now, my heart really goes out to anyone who's losing anyone now, because it's really impossible to be able to send something to show your support for the family, show your respects. As a matter of fact, this past week, lost an uncle on Friday, and we couldn't do anything. We couldn't send anything. We couldn't go there, and it's really rough. And then I've got another one now in hospice care, and it's just a really bad time to be able to go out and show a support for your family. Saw Onion from 2 a.m. Pipe on the patio. He had mentioned that he had lost a friend to this virus, and that his friend's wife was really ill with it, so our hearts really go out to them and to Onion. And then I saw where Tom, a Northwest Pipe smoker, is currently under quarantine, was exposed to it, so we certainly wish the best for him, and our prayers will be with him. Still no confirmed cases in this county, so I'm sure it's just a matter of time. But we're doing what we can, staying at home, not getting out unless we absolutely have to. Of course, watching TV. Any good series that you guys would recommend for binging or starting new series to watch? Maybe that's something we could do is, as a group, share, series that we're currently watching. You can even specify, hey, as a family we're watching this, or you can watch this, but it's not for kids. Kind of way to support each other as we try to stay home and stay safe. Saw several people while I was out shopping wearing gloves now and masks. Don't think that would go over very well in the supermarket, do you? Probably not. Well, that's about all I have for today. I hope this video finds you well, and until we see each other again, my friends, what-o. Thank you for watching. Be safe.